Welcome friends. In today's video, we are going to see one of the questions which is on interface. So it becomes very important as we see this question asked in like if you go for 10 interviews, then it will be asked almost 8 to 9 times. So we are going to see what is interface in Java. Let's understand this with example. First, let's understand what is interface. So interface in a Java is a reference type similar to class. Like we can declare class, we can declare interfaces that can contain only constant method and signature. Means we can only define methods and we don't provide implementation that too in interfaces. We can use default method, static method, and nested types. Interface cannot contain instance feed or constructor. Means we cannot declare instance variable inside interfaces, or we cannot use constructor. Why? Because we cannot invoke interfaces. Means we cannot create object for interfaces. We need to provide implementation. We need to create subclasses, and then we can create the constructor. So directly interfaces cannot contain constructors. They are used to specify a set of methods that the class must implement, promoting a form of multiple inheritance since class can implement multiple interfaces. Let's understand this with example. Here, class can contain default method, static method, or helper method. So here we can see I have declared a default method, static method, and helper method we can use, which is a private. So for interfaces, we need to provide implementation. So we are going to see one of the example for this. Let's understand with the example. And constant, the variable defined in interfaces is always public, static, and final. So variable which we can declare it is a by default public, static, and final. Let's understand with example. We will create one vehicle class here, and we will provide implementation for that. So here if you see, I have created one vehicle class, which is have start and stop method. We will provide implementation for these methods. So let's create one class which is a car, and we will provide implementation for that car class. Class car, which is extending our vehicle interface, extends vehicle. As a class can extend or implements interfaces, so we need to provide implementation for this method, which is start and stop. This method are present in our interface, vehicle interface. So for that we need to provide implementation. So let's print one message in this method. Here we need to implement interfaces. So let's print some message. Car started, car stop. So this is the method we are created, and we can call this method by creating one main class, and in which we will use a reference type as a vehicle, and with the help of that we can call this method. Let's create one main method here. Main example. Let's create vehicle reference, and we will hold car object vehicle equal to new car. With the help of this vehicle reference, we can call the method present in start, then vehicle dot stop. Let's run this. We'll see. It's not started. Let's rerun. So if we see here, car is started and car is stopped. So let's understand further. We will achieve multiple inheritance through interfaces. So we can class can implement multiple interfaces, allowing for form of multiple inheritance. Let's understand this with example. So here I am creating one class flyable, which is I have created flyable for the understanding, and then one is swimmable, another one is swimmable. These are the interfaces I have created, flyable and swimmable. We can use means how we can use this with the inheritance. So let's understand. We'll create one class which will provide implementation for flyable and swimmable. So let's create one class here. Create new class duck we will create, which can fly and swim as well. And we will provide implements or flyable and so flyable and we have created swimmable. So it can swim as well as it can fly. And we need to provide implementation for the method which we have declared in flyable interface and swimmable interface. So with the help of this, we can able to achieve multiple inheritance in Java. So here we will not get a diamond problem because we are not extending only one class. We are implementing and we are using the method of that class. This out duck and swim and sorry, duck can fly, duck can swim. Duck can swim. So this is the multiple inheritance. Like this, we can achieve multiple inheritance in Java. Let's understand inheritance in interfaces, how we can achieve inheritance in interfaces. So for that, I am creating one animal class here. Let's create one class animal, interface, and we will create subclasses as a animal interface. And we will create subclasses which will be like mammals, which will let me add a few method here. public void it means animal can eat. We'll create another class which is mammal. Mammal, and we will extend our animal. So we need to provide implementation for the method which is present in our animal class. So let's print message as out animal can is eating. Then we can use some method in our let's create one another class which will extend animal. Let's create new class dot which will extends animal. So we need to provide implementation for method in this. Dog is eating. Yes, out. Dog is eating. And we can create the reference for this in our main class, and we can access this method with the help of our interface reference and creating class objects. So here I am calling that and let's create here animal equal to new dog, and we will call animals method animal dot it. So let's run this and we'll see. Here some error we got. Here we need to implement as a interfaces we need to implement. So here we need to understand this we can here we are extending implementing animals. First we need to means we need to understand inheritance. So for that we need to use uh, means one interface can extend another interfaces. Let's create this mammal as an interface and which we can extend our animal. Means interfaces can extend animals. With this we can achieve inheritance inheritance in Java. Now let's run this and we will see. So here our method is getting called, dog is eating. Let's understand another example, which is functional interfaces and lambda expression. So the functional interfaces and lambda functional interface is interface with exactly one method, one abstract method, and they are used in with lambda expression in Java Stream API, and it is introduced in Java 8. So we are going to see how we can create the functional interfaces and how we can call functional interfaces in next video. So subscribe to the channel, guys, if you like the content of the video. Uh, Thanks for watching this video.